champion is here. Look at this video.
The pride of Western Michigan.
Dak Prescott returned to practice, Greg, and he threw the ball left-handed. And then the media left, and we don't know what happened. But while the media was there and the cameras were there, he's throwing the ball left-handed. Here we go. Let me just do this. Left-handed throw. You've got to be kidding me.
Wow.
It's wild. What are we talking about? Here's Mike McCarthy.
I think we're still in the medical rehab, phase. And so once he clears this phase and then when he's fully activated, then I think that's when we have our conversation.
As you stand here right now, Cooper is starting Sunday against the Eagles. Ready to shake him out.
We're preparing for Cooper to start against the Eagles.
Yeah, you think? I thought you were going to put a left-handed Dak out there.
You're upset.
No, I just don't like charades.
Well,
I don't like the game charades. I don't like an NFL team playing games with the media. It's ridiculous.
Can I
I'm trying to
say
get
real
to my
quick before we even get to the real question?
Wow.
But
Sorry,
this whole
Greg.
thing's been that. I told you from the very beginning.
You're right.
Them not putting him on
That made me
IR
even more mad.
was always a charade. That the idea that he was going to be ready to play a week ago, which was the target when they didn't put him on IR.
Mm-hmm.
He was only going to miss 3 games, and now we are now to the 5th game he's going to miss, and he's throwing left-handed. The whole thing was a media ploy, as I warned you guys of. What I didn't anticipate was that Cooper would be 4-0, but yeah, it was all to keep them in the conversation. Now go ahead, as you were. Sorry.
Greg, is that normal to just before I get too mad, is that normal for a quarterback to go out there and go through the reps?
It is normal for any player who's been on injury reserve or not even on injury reserve that's been out to practice. All you want to do is have the other team thinking about 2 potential quarterbacks or 2 potential ways you're going to have to.
Is it weird that he's throwing left-handed?
No, that was for the media, so
okay,
that
that's what
no
I
one sees
I just want to
him
make
throwing
sure
right.
I didn't get over my skis.
And he's just going through like the little plays and doing. It didn't matter what he did with the ball.
left-handed.
Right.
Relax. I don't like charades, Greg. We talked about that. Upstairs, Greg's like, want to play charades? I'm like, no, Greg. Okay, Greg, question to you. What chance are you giving the Cowboys to knock off the Eagles this weekend?
I'm giving them a good chance.
Ooh.
A really good chance. If I were to put a percentage on it, which I don't want to, so I'm not.
Okay.
It would be up there. But for me,
up there.
Above 50%?
yeah, it actually would be.
Oh, okay.
It actually would be. They actually have a really good chance to knock off
You're
the
basically
Eagles.
picking them to win, guaranteeing it.
Look, don't.
I'll take it where he won't. I'm picking the Cowboys to win.
Oh.
All right, they obviously they got a great chance to win, and I think they're better than the Eagles.
Whoa.
All right, look, both teams got great defenses. They got a better defense, the Cowboys. The Eagles have not. They beaten one team with a winning record. Can we slow down on crowning them NFC champion? All right, Jalen Hurts, as good as he's playing, and I really like him. I love his
NFC
I love
champion,
his.
but they are
Well, I know
five-
you
they
crowned
are-
Minnesota, so I'm
they
just.
are
That's the
5-0.
one team they beat. The one winning team they beat was Minnesota. Jalen Hurts has 4 passing touchdowns. Okay, and I get it. He's a great runner. He's got 6 of those. But if they can slow down the run with Philadelphia, let's make Jalen Hurts beat him through the air. I got the Cowboys winning this, and I'm saying it with my chest.
Wow. I'm glad you're saying it with your chest. I don't have the Cowboys winning this. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But because you went there, let's go, Eagles.
Okay.
Whoa, let's go, Eagles, man. This man, you look, absolutely.
That's all it took?
I like it, that is all it took. Because now you allowed the competitor to wake up in here. So I like the Cowboys. I like everything that they're doing with Dak being out, what Cooper Rush has been able to do as far as sustain them in a manner of success at the quarterback position. He does everything that you want a backup quarterback to do. However, I'm not going to sit here and allow you to undermine what Jalen Hurts has been for this team this year. Period. I don't care how many touchdowns he has. We always try to do this. When a team has success, all of a sudden we want to try to poke holes and see what isn't really successful. Jalen Hurts has been spectacular this year. Spectacular this year. And you want to say, oh, he only has 4 touchdowns.
That's just a fact.
It's just a
Well,
fact.
he's
He's a
10
fact.
touchdowns. To be
He's
fair,
1 for 6.
yeah.
I said 4 passing.
4
touchdowns.
passing. I understand.
That's all I'm saying.
But now you want to take away what makes him so good. Don't do that. He has 10 touchdowns.
Can I jump in for a second?
Yeah,
here?
go for it.
because I'm not as passionate about this game as these.
It
two
started
fellas
slow.
are. Right, it erupted out of nowhere.
And this is no.
But what I am
charade.
going to say is this: sometimes life is not fair, and sometimes people that do not deserve good fortune get it. And I think the way the Cowboys have handled this quarterback messaging has been embarrassing. I think the media has been complicit in having a less informed football public. I think all of it has been bad. And it's going to work out perfectly for them.
It's going to be great.
They're going to get exactly what they wanted. Because here's the deal. Cooper did more than keep them afloat. It's 4-0. But if you've watched these games, Cooper has gotten worse in each and every start. I understand that the game against Washington, the numbers actually weren't worse, but if you watch it, there were 2 drop picks. He has gotten worse in each and every start, and last week was the worst one. And now he's playing the best defense that he has played in Philadelphia. Conversely, the Cowboys defense, which is outstanding, one thing that has worked to their benefit, they have not played a single mobile quarterback. Jalen Hurts is obviously a mobile quarterback, so I think he is going to have a level of success that the previous quarterbacks did not. So Philly's going to win this game, and that's actually the best case scenario for the Cowboys if we're talking about the reality. Because it ends any discussion when Dak comes back about who the quarterback should be. Their next 2 games are the Lions and the Bears, I believe. Yeah. Dak will come back, and they'll be like, wow, now this team with that defense in the running game with a real quarterback. And the Cowboys, you couldn't have scripted it better. They got the win over the Rams. They got the win over the Bengals. They got the win over the damn Giants, who are actually good. And then you lose to Philly because you're supposed to lose to Philly in this spot, if we're being honest. It's in Philly. It's not even the divisional game against Philly you've got to have. And then they're fine. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's great chances they hand the Eagles their first loss because I think the Eagles' offense is going to have more success than the previous offenses had against this Cowboys.
Okay, so let's play a little game of what if, Greg. If the Eagles do win, do you think that Jalen Hurts' MVP odds, maybe they stay the same, maybe they go up, do you think he gets a real shot at MVP to try to overtake Allen and Mahomes?
So it depends on how they win. If they win with Jalen Hurts running the ball more than he's putting the ball in the air, then no.
Really?
Optically,
even if he runs well?
Even if he runs well, because everybody wants to see the ball in the air. They want to see.
Out there.
They want to. You listen to what you wanted to highlight.
All I said was he's only got 4 passing touchdowns.
I understand, but if he throws well, if he throws a couple touchdowns, runs for one, and it looks great, absolutely.
Right, but this is where I've got to argue with you for a moment. This is where we need to reset what league MVP is. Jalen Hurts has been very good. Jalen Hurts has not been within spitting distance of league MVP this year. The Eagles have won 5 Player of the Week awards. They've all been defensive or special teams.
Though.
I understand what the question is.
But I'm not calling them league MVP.
I know you're
but you
not
got him what, in the top 4?
No, I don't think he should be right now be in the top 6. And it's because if we just want league MVP to be who are the 6 best teams in football, who are the quarterbacks, there's our 6 candidates, so be it. But right now, there is a guy in this game that if we're talking about the best, who's been the best player in the league,
and he's on the
other team
Cowboys.
and he plays the other side. Micah Parsons should be in this discussion. Obviously, Mahomes and Allen, and what also hurts this weekend is Mahomes and Allen play each other. Someone's going to win that game and skyrocket to the top. Saquon, I told you last week. Saquon was 125 to 1.
Right.
Now, I know that at the end of the year, a quarterback is likely going to win it, but this is not me taking a shot at Jalen Hurts at all. He has been excellent. Absolutely. He has not been a league MVP. The Eagles have been a great team. I don't think Hurts has played like an MVP.
Yeah, I agree. Look, you said it. I mean, because they're undefeated, they got the best record in the league, people are looking at him. And his leadership, intangibles, what he brings with the ground game is great. I think he can be in the discussion, but he's way behind everybody you mentioned. He's way behind Mahomes and Allen, and I would say Micah and Saquon at this point. I think he'd be behind. But he can be on the periphery.
You're like in the discussion.
I know. He can be on the periphery.
It's like you're outside the club. Like, well, you're in the neighborhood. Yeah. It's like, well, I'm not
in
the
club superstar.
Yeah,
right in line. It matters.
Right. That's better than you're not even on the coloring book, whatever it is he has.
There's a coloring book. There's artistic.
I'd rather be in the book than out of the book.
Oh, the art piece. Allen Mahomes, the next Brady Payton.